If you know anything about the streaming world, chances are you've come across this guy. This 6'8" behemoth of a character was once the face of Twitch, but with his multiple controversies and accusations, it's clear all the success is about to get flushed down the toilet. So what could cause a man who had it all to lose everything within seconds? We will be answering this and much more as we look into what caused the downfall of Dr. Disrespect in this episode of the internet's biggest fool. First, let's look into the background of Dr. Disrespect and how he became one of the biggest streamers in the world. Dr. Disrespect, aka Herschel Beam IV, was born on March 10th, 1982. He studied at California Polytechnic University, where due to his giant frame, was able to play Division II basketball. But he would choose not to pursue this further, as Beam would begin playing Halo Combat Evolved, and would make a name for himself with his trash talk. It was January 2010 when Beam would publish his first YouTube video, where he would don his signature wig, glasses, and mustache. This would lead to rapid success for Dr. Disrespect, who would become a partnered creator with Machinima, one of the largest gaming channels at the time. Dr. Disrespect would later venture into the world of streaming and would quickly build a large audience, to the point where one of his streams in February 2018 would have 388,000 concurrent viewers. All this led to Dr. Disrespect partnering with Twitch and having sponsorship deals with the likes of Gillette, Asus, and G Fuel. At this point, Dr. Disrespect had it all. He had the fame, and he had the millions. He had the foundations to change and create an amazing life for himself and his small family. So what caused all this to disappear? Well, to gain an understanding, let's look at his first controversy.
As you guys know, I have a beautiful family and a wife and kid. And I want to be transparent that I've been unfaithful and I'm probably going to be taking some time away, time off to focus on
This actually happens a couple years before Dr. Disrespect's major rise to fame, and at the time people were quick to forgive him, and it didn't have any impact on his career. But like the saying, once a cheater, always a cheater. And it would only be a few years when Dr. Disrespect, as per his name, would disrespect his wife again. Only this time, it would be much worse and would lead to severe consequences. As you may already know, Dr. Disrespect was kicked off Twitch in 2020, and until recently, no reason was provided. At the time, the doc claimed that he had no idea what the reason was, as his contracts were still ongoing.
They want to know what happened. Why did you get banned? Guess what? I want you to look me in my fucking eyes when I say this. We still have no idea. We have no idea. Yeah, right, dude! Yeah, right! Yeah, I'm not buying that one! Bunch of phonies. As far as I'm concerned, we didn't do anything to warrant a ban.
It was in August 2021 when Dr. Disrespect would admit that he knew the reason and would pursue legal action against Twitch.
And to end off my little discussion here, but a lot of people ask me, do you know the reason? Yeah, I do know the reason why now. I've known for months now the reason why. And I'll just say this right now, champs. There's a reason why we're suing the fuck out of them. Okay?
By March of the following year, the doc would claim that legal disputes were resolved with Twitch, and things were quiet for a sec. As the reason for his banning had not been made public, a growing hatred towards Twitch from his fans would begin to brew. This would be further fueled as the doc would in several instances discuss the financial losses he had made as a result of Twitch cutting ties.
I make probably a quarter of what I was making on Twitch. But the Twitch ban is really how it's really affected us, not just from a financial standpoint, but from a networking standpoint, from all the relationships we built over the past 5 years in terms of Activision and EA. I mean, everyone, all the big sponsors, all the big partnerships, they have to question, why did you get banned?
But But this facade the doc had made for himself when no one knew the truth would only last so long, as recently an ex-Twitch employee by the name Cody Connors outed the doc with the following tweet.
He got banned because he got caught sexting a minor in the then existing Twitch Whispers product. He was trying to meet up with her at TwitchCon. The powers that be could read in plain text.
By no surprise, the doc's loyal fanbase and some of his friends stood to defend the doc.
A couple tweets about the doc. I'm as taken back as a lot of you guys are, okay? But the fact remains that these are some crazy accusations. Crazy. Big time accusations. And until we know more, until we know them as fact, until they've been proven with evidence, what are we talking about? What's anybody talking about?
Now, you would think if any of this was true, the doc would at least try to come up with an explanation, but instead we got this.
Listen, I'm obviously tied to legal obligations from the settlement with Twitch, but I just need to say what I can since this is the fucking internet. I didn't do anything wrong. All this has been probed and settled. Nothing illegal, no wrongdoing was found, and I was paid.
After this tweet, as you could probably guess, most people thought the statement was questionable. I mean, if he was innocent, surely he would outright say so, but instead he tried to play the "oh, I can't comment on this due to legal reasons" card. The next time he would stream, as expected, his fans wanted answers. After those comments, it became clear the doc was trying to find a way out, as he was discussing leaving streaming.
Like I'm actually tired of being on social media, and I've expressed that over the years, champ. So I just, I've always kind of hinted like it'd be nice to get off and just completely separate, right? Go live in Costa Rica or something.
The nail in the coffin for the doc, however, has to be when the game studio he co-founded dropped him and had this to say.
On Friday evening, we became aware of an allegation against one of our co-founders, Guy Baum, aka Dr. Disrespect. We assumed his innocence and began speaking with parties involved. And in order to maintain our principles and standards as a studio and individuals, we needed to act. For this reason, we are terminating our relationship with Guy Baum immediately.
Now, some people claim he found out that he was dropped from Midnight Society during this stream, which clearly changed his mood. So, with all of these tweets coming out left, right and centre, it was only a matter of time before Doc would be forced to speak up. And, well, he did in this tweet.
Hello, I'd like to make a quick statement. Let's cut the fucking bullshit. As you know, there's no filter with me. I've always been upfront and real with you guys on anything that I can be upfront about, and I'm always willing to accept responsibility, which is why I'm here now. First and foremost, I do want to apologize to everyone in my community, as well as those close to me, my team, and everyone at Midnight Society Game Studio. A lot of people have been left in the dark about what happened yesterday with Midnight Society, and we made the painful decision collectively to have me step down. Our team is full of incredibly talented and good people that have high career ambitions and families. And I'd never want to jeopardize the culture we have carefully crafted. Everyone has been wanting to know why I was banned from Twitch, but for reasons outside of my control, I was not allowed to say anything for the last several years. Now that 2 former Twitch employees have publicly disclosed the accusations, I can now tell you my side of the story regarding the ban. Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. Were there real intentions behind these messages? The answer is absolutely not. These were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes leaned too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. Nothing illegal happened. No pictures were shared. No crimes were committed. I never even met the individual. I went through a lengthy arbitration regarding a civil dispute with Twitch, and that case was resolved by a settlement. Let me be clear. It was not a criminal case against me, and no criminal charges have ever been brought against me.
It's clear from this tweet, Dr. Disrespect has effectively admitted to the crime, no matter how he wants to sugarcoat it. The proof is in the pudding. And to think that his best defense for messaging that individual is that he had no real intentions behind the messages is downright ridiculous, and shows that he's the type of person who, despite doing something clearly disgusting, will deny any wrongdoing. Anyway, this tweet clearly shat on those defending the doc.
Yo, checking in. I'm seeing everything on Twitter, and I read through Doc's tweet, and in that very tweet, he basically confirms that you know, he was texting an underage girl and it went weird sometimes, you know, and look, just to be blunt and straightforward, man, that's inexcusable. It's unacceptable, right?
As of right now, as far as I'm aware, he hasn't been arrested for anything, despite circulations on Reddit. But we now know YouTube has rightfully demonetized him completely. And yeah, that's all. Just kidding. This moppet didn't stop there, as this trans sex worker has come out, accusing Dr. Disrespect of having a thing with them whilst he was married.
During that time in 2017 when he was cheating on his wife with not only me, a trans sex worker, but also another woman, and texting a minor, he was exploiting me by making me give him cam shows with the promise of partnership. After the cam shows, he went ahead and blocked me.
We can assume that the partnership this individual is referring to is a Twitch partnership, as during this time, Dr. Disrespect was a prominent and powerful figure within Twitch. You may be wondering, Ishraq, how can we trust this person? Well, turns out they had receipts in the form of 2 message logs, which happened on Twitter DMs and Skype. It's on Skype where these alleged shows would take place. Is there a possibility these messages are fake? Perhaps, but it would take a lot of skill to be able to do that. The person has also shown the fact that they are blocked by Dr. Disrespect. All of this has destroyed the legacy of Dr. Disrespect, and it just makes you wonder why a man who is 6'8", built like a unit, has a beautiful family and a beautiful daughter, is a multi-millionaire and famous, would just willingly throw it all away for this. It's clear there's no coming back for the doc, and honestly, I hope this is a lesson to any other creator that just because you have millions of fans and dollars, don't think you can get away with doing whatever you want, because the consequences will eventually catch up to you, one way or another. Anyways, it's been your boy Ishraq, and that's all I have to say.